Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on June the 7th, 2020. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. In terms of the data that came out, main numbers here were the PMI numbers, and of course, they have come in above expectations. And as a result of that, we did see the stock markets go up. Now, there was some negative data here from the US, but as we have seen, the negative data is not having much of an impact on the market. Positive data is having more of an impact than the negative data. So we don't see things drop because of the negative data, but we do see things go up as a result of the positive data, or at least the stock market does. All right, so let's take a look at what's coming up here. This evening, we do have data out of Japan. Now, this data will have or can have a negative impact here. So in this case, if we see that the numbers are not up to the expectations here, we are likely to see a negative impact on the Japanese yen. We are just not seeing that in regards to the other stuff here. Now, Australia here, we do have cash rate statement, not expecting an interest rate change. At this point, it will all be about the forward guidance provided by Reserve Bank of Australia. So if they keep everything the same, which they're likely to, then there won't be much of an impact on the market. So at this point, Reserve Bank of Australia is not looking at negative interest rates. They're not looking to make many changes here. So I wouldn't expect too much problem here with this data. Coming up on Tuesday, nothing major here. We do have some trade balance numbers here in the London session. And then we have like job openings. We have one of the FOMC members speaking. So not a whole lot. Now we do have some Japanese yen data coming up later. This data, if it's below expectations, again, like I said, for today's data, we are likely to see a negative impact on Japanese yen. But if we see all the US data is coming out positive and Eurozone data is coming out positive, that will have a positive impact on the stock market, especially for the US dollar here. The positive data will actually cause US dollar to drop. So the reason for that is because it will move the market up in terms of the stock market, and then money moving out of the US dollar going into stock market, and also just the rally in the stock market is risk positive. So we are still firmly in risk on mode here, and as long as the risk on mode sentiment is still alive and kicking, the stock market is likely to go up. So let's take a look at our charts here. We'll start off with our euro dollar. We have a nice move up in the euro. Now, keep in mind though, price is into resistance. So this is the range that price has been trading in for over 3 weeks here. In this case, price did go test the high. It did not break the high. So what I'm looking for here is a retest of the high. And if it holds below, then we're likely to see a move back into the range here. Now, should it should it go through, then we're expecting a move back towards the top of this next level here. So right now, the bias is to the upside. So bullish bias here, first target would be 1.1350. And only if it goes through this, we're looking at 1.1420. So bullish bias here for euro dollar. Now just be careful with the top of the range though, because last time we had a candle like this, we had a nice move to the upside, and then it dropped from there. So if it fails to break the resistance, we could see a move back into the range. So watch out for that, but bullish bias for now. And then pound dollar here, pound is stuck in this very, very narrow range over the last several days here. Today's candle close is looking quite neutral. We did see a bit of a move up. So with this one, what I'm looking for here is a retest of the high. And if price holds below 1.2530 level, then chances are we can see this one come back into the range here. So right now my bias is neutral. We have to watch this resistance area. And as we know, this has been trading in a range over the last little bit as well. So at this point, looking for a retest, and it would, again, the decision will be what happens at the resistance level. If it holds below, then I'm looking for a drop here. But if it goes through, then next target here that we are looking at would be 1.2620, and then beyond that 1.2650. So neutral bias here for pound dollar. Aussie dollar here, this one's looking bullish here. Price is pushing into the resistance here. We do have a bullish candle close. So once we see a break here, next target would be 0.7060. So bullish bias for Aussie dollar. New Zealand dollar, this one has actually broken through the resistance. It does look bullish right now. And as we can see here, price is into resistance, but it's not a major resistance. So still bullish bias here. Next target is 0.6580. And should it go through that level, we are looking at 0.6620. So bias here is bullish. Watch out for a bit of a dip like that, because price may come and retest the bottom of or top of the range, which may act as support for a further move to the upside. So bullish bias here for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD here, this one's looking bearish. We see that price has moved down. Now keep in mind though, it is into support here. So this is where price had struggled previously. So if it fails to break the support level at 1.3530, then chances are this is going to turn and it may start going back up. So watch out for that, but bias is bearish. Once it crosses the support level, next target is 1.3480. And then below that, we're looking at 1.3460. So bearish bias for dollar CAD. Moving on to silver here. Silver is looking bullish. Now it is into our resistance area. So this is where price did turn around previously. But right now, this is looking bullish. Once it breaks through the resistance level, next level would be 18.50. And then above that, we are looking at 18.65. So bullish bias here for silver. Gold as well looking bullish. It has maintained its upward swing here. As we can see, still pushing higher. So bias here is bullish. So this is our upward triangle here, ascending triangle, pushing right into the resistance. Next target here is 1798, so about 1800. And then past that, we need to go back a long way. So let's go to the weekly chart here. As we can see, we are coming into some strong weekly resistance levels. So do watch out for that, which is about our 1800 level here. But so 1800, 1803, that will be the target. So bullish bias at this point for gold. Oil here, oil is slowly trying to move higher, but bias is neutral here. We still haven't seen it go through this resistance, even though it is slowly making its way up. This doesn't quite turn bullish till we have seen a break out of this resistance area. So right now, bias is neutral to slightly bullish. Next target is 42.50. But the caution here will be if it just holds below here, then we're likely to see a drop. So our bias here is neutral to slightly bullish. Copper here, copper doing extremely well here. Then this is where We are seeing Aussie go up as a result of it as well. So this is looking bullish. Next target is 2.76 and then 2.79. So bullish bias here for copper. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin has held its own today, so bias is bullish. And next target, do keep in mind we are into resistance, so watch out for that. But next target here is 95.20, so bullish bias for Bitcoin. S&P 500 still looking bullish here. It did manage to close above the top of the range here. So this is bullish. Next target is 3,200. And then we have 3230 as the target after that. So bullish bias here for S&P 500. Nasdaq here, this is looking extremely bullish. Price is just one-way street here. So keeps on going up. It's already at our target from our weekly there of 10,600. And next we're looking at 10,800. So Nasdaq is at all-time high. So it looks like we have, the stock market is doing better here than it has done ever. So right now it's still looking bullish. So next target 10,800. Dow Jones here, this one is looking bullish as well. We see price moving higher. Next target here is 26,500 and then 26,780. So bullish bias here for Dow Jones. DAX here, this one has also broken out of this range that it's been trading in. It has made higher low and a higher high, so still looking bullish. Next target here is 12,920. So this is bullish as well. And then we have FTSE. FTSE also made a higher low and higher high here. So bullish bias, 6350 is the next target. So now we are moving towards the top of the range. This is also bullish. And then last but not least, we have Nikkei. Nikkei is looking bullish here as well. Watch out for this big inefficiency though. But as we can see, big jump up. It's still in that range, but looking quite bullish here. We haven't seen such a big bullish candle close in some time. So next target here for Nikkei is 22,800, and then we have 22,980, so almost 23,000. So bullish bias here. All right, so that's it for today. Have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again. Bye for now.